Good morning. It is 7:07 a.m. on what day is it? Wednesday, October 20th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis. And I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. My brain is still not quite working. It's it's capable of sort of mindlessly web surfing, but not a lot of coherent thought, which is kind of where I'm at right now. That's all right. I think I just keep letting myself get distracted by, you know, like, oh, is that a thing to look at? And then I stare at that for a while. And what did I just do? Oh, okay. In any case, yeah, I'm kind of just spacey this morning. That's how it goes sometimes. Um, Trying to think, like, I feel like I had plenty of things to talk about, and then it's all just drifted away. Like the seeds from a dandelion. Oh, I got a bug bite. Still there. See? I'm sure that's very exciting for y'all to know. I'm, I got a little bit further through the season 3 of Doom Patrol. I played a little bit more Metroid Dread, and then of course we had our So Many Levels episode last night. Uh, just trying to like. Here's the thing, like, I genuinely felt until like a moment ago that I had plenty of stuff to talk about, and now it's just, ugh. I mean, that's the downside of some of these videos. I think doing them early in the morning is convenient from a scheduling perspective, just because it's like I get it done, I do it, it's done for the day, moving forward. But I think my brain not being fully awake sometimes interferes with my ability to talk about interesting things in a coherent manner. I was mildly annoyed this morning for like what may be the dumbest possible reason. I don't know. It's what happened is that one of my favorite podcasts is called A More Civilized Age, which I've talked about before. It is a Clone Wars rewatch podcast, and it comes out every 2 weeks with a Q&A that's once a month on one of the off weeks. And they're watching through Clone Wars, and I've been watching through with them. And then I thought in my head that I had already watched the episodes for this new episode of the podcast, but then I realized I hadn't. And so I spotted a new episode of the podcast on my podcatcher today, and it's like, all right. Then I realized I hadn't watched the episodes yet, and I don't have time to watch them before work. And I was going to listen to the episode at work. Oh no! It's a tragedy of epic proportions. But, that's how it goes sometimes. I think part of what's happening is that I've got a little bit of built up anxiety about a trip for next week. I haven't talked about it too much here, but I am going to the Grand Canyon next week with my mom and my half sister. And we're gonna, see the Grand Canyon. But I think that although I definitely want to go on the trip, my brain is starting to spin up into some of the patterns that I've talked about before, which is something that I deliberately planned because I want to do it and I expect to have a good time. Once it starts becoming real and in this, near horizon, that's my brain starts thinking like, well, but doesn't that sound like a lot of trouble? What if it's not fun? And it's not helpful, like those patterns, but it's more, what I think more experience and perspective have taught me that that those feelings aren't real, you know? Like, to the extent that I can channel them into making sure that I don't forget stuff or that I plan things appropriately, that's fine. But I think, it just, the anxiety that can come from those things, I'm not asking for pity or even sympathy here, really. It's more just like a reflection of my own, like, self-awareness of my own brain. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of scattered this morning, so apologies if none of this is particularly interesting or coherent. But sometimes that's what you get for a daily first in the morning video. So I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. Maybe I'll make more sense then.